Greetings and salutations, dreamers in dreamland. Welcome to the latest edition of Listen to Me, Volume 6. And let me tell you what, I got some more weekend picks. Last weekend, my picks were not flawless. In fact, we'll go over last weekend's picks first. Last weekend I did pick Daniel Dubois to stop Joe Joyce, and ultimately I made the wrong choice. Joe Joyce, I was one of the first to congratulate him. Excellent job. Used the jab, shut Daniel Dubois' eye. Daniel Dubois took a knee, and that was it. Fight over. Daniel Dubois, has got some nerve damage, broken orbital bone in his eye, and I wish him the best in his recovery, but I congratulate Joe Joyce. I picked the wrong one there. Also, I must congratulate Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. Their event was a tremendous success last weekend. Tremendous success. Now, I did pick a couple of fights on that card. I picked Nate Robinson to stop, Jake Paul, and the exact opposite happened. I thought that Jake Paul didn't have the athleticism to contend with a professional athlete, but he had much better boxing training. Much better boxing training. It looked like Nate Robinson didn't have a clue. He looked like a cartoon character, and he just got flattened and put to sleep rather quickly. So I congratulate Jake Paul. Well done. I did pick Badou Jack to beat Blake McCernan in the first round with a knockout. That didn't happen. Okay? That didn't happen. What happened was Badou Jack beat Blake McCernan convincingly for the entire duration of the fight. There wasn't 1 minute of that fight that Blake McCernan won. Blake McCernan took a beating. He proved his toughness, and I just hope that down the line somewhere he doesn't have any sort of CTE or anything like that, because that's how bad Badou Jack beat him. But the guy stayed on his feet, and he heard the final bell. So congratulations to him. But I did pick the winner, but I didn't pick the right way. Now this weekend's picks, we have big fights, 2 big fights. Today we have Joe Saunders and Martin Murray in the United Kingdom for the WBO Super Middleweight Championship. Now, Joe Saunders is the defending champion of the WBO Super Middleweight Championship. And his challenger is Martin Murray. Now, Martin Murray, on a couple of occasions, in my opinion, against Arthur Abraham and as well as against Felix Sturm, he did enough to win, but he was not awarded the wins in those championship fights. And I believe this is Martin Murray's fifth shot at the World Championship. If I'm correct, I believe it's number 5. And Joe Saunders is a guy who's got a lot of talent, but he's kind of a show-off, and he kind of fights to the level of his competition. Example given: when he fought David Lemieux, he looked incredible. He looked amazing, and that was something that since he really hasn't looked. He hasn't looked incredible or amazing since beating David Lemieux. Joe Saunders' U.S. debut, which was, I believe, earlier this year or late last year. Regardless, it was on the KSI and Logan Paul undercard. And he didn't look great. He looked flat. He won. He actually pulled one out, and in my opinion, he pulled one out of left field and stopped his opponent late. He didn't look great in that fight at all. He looked terrible. And he's been, excited or going after this Canelo fight, and then he flew to L.A., I think it was back in March or February. I think it was early March. He flew to L.A. The fight was just about signed, ready to go. The press conference was about to happen, and fight didn't happen because of COVID. And Joe, he was up for the Canelo fight, as anyone would be up for a Canelo fight. But Joe, when he fights an opponent that's not exactly, someone to be excited about, he doesn't get up for the fight. So I'm actually making a bold prediction here. And I think that the 5th time is going to be a charm for Martin Murray. And Martin Murray is going to upset Joe Saunders today and become the WBO Super Middleweight Champion of the world. It's a bold prediction. Bold prediction. I'm not telling you that, Martin Murray's favored. I'm not, but I'm telling you in my opinion. And if you're watching this video, you're here, so you're going to hear it. My opinion. In my opinion. Let me tell you something. My opinion. Yeah! In my opinion, Martin Murray is going to become the WBO super middleweight champion today. I think Billy Joe's gonna look flat. I think he's already looking past Martin, and I think he's gonna get shocked. He looked like he was in good shape at the weigh-in. That doesn't mean he's ready for the fight. Now, tomorrow night, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, down there in Texas. Now, this is going to be a fight that's going to tell something about Errol Spence. And in my opinion, it's going to tell you that Errol Spence is still levels above Danny Garcia. I think Errol Spence is going to stop Danny Garcia in the 7th round. I think the 7th round, it's going to be right past the halfway mark. I don't think he'll get him in the first half. I think Danny will have some moments in the first half of the fight. Maybe the first, I'd say the first 2 to 4 rounds. I don't think the first round. I think maybe rounds 2, 3, or 4. You're going to see something explosive from Garcia. You're going to see some good moments, some good highlights from Garcia. But I think beyond that, I don't think he has a chance. I think Errol Spence, is going to show his worth, show his value, and he's gonna stop Danny Garcia. I think he's going to knock him out, personally. I don't think it's going to be a referee stoppage. I think he's going to knock Danny Garcia cold out. I think that's the way it's going to go down. I mean, Garcia's a durable guy, yes, but I think Spence has got something for him, and I think we're going to see that tomorrow night. I think we're going to see a knockout in the 7th round. By hook or by crook, stoppage or not, in my opinion, it's going to be a knockout, stoppage win for Errol Spence tomorrow night. Now, those are my picks for this weekend. We'll see what we got. See what happens. It's going to be a great weekend of boxing. Until we meet again, Dreamers in Dreamland, I love each and every one of you, but not near equally. See you again. Peace.